So this is the Raspberry Pi Zero W. It is the first Raspberry Pi that I ever owned, and the first one I took a look at here on the channel. Now with the release of the Raspberry Pi Zero 2W, I'm gonna retire the original Raspberry Pi Zero, and it's gonna spend the rest of its life in the original G-Pi case. Now the Zero W is special to me because it's not only my first Raspberry Pi, but it is the origin of my interest into Linux operating systems. Now, throughout my computing life, I had always used Windows. In graduate school, I started using Mac, and I had always known about Linux operating systems. I just never used it. But it wasn't until I picked up the Zero W when I really got curious about Linux and using it as a daily computer. It's been about 3 years since I made that initial Raspberry Pi video. And today I can say with confidence that I can pretty much use any operating system, it be Windows, Mac, or whatever flavor of Linux you want to mention. Now, I'm not a programmer or coder, but for the kind of work I do at my day job, I can easily do on a Linux operating system. Knowing how to use and navigate various operating systems may not seem very impressive to some, but for me, it gives me the confidence knowing that if I have a machine that fails, I can go over to another machine and continue my work. Beyond work, of course, I use my computers for gaming and creating content for my websites and here on YouTube. But what I think is clutch is my ability to create content and game on any operating system. And it all stems from this tiny computer. And that pretty much sums up how I got started using Linux operating systems. Do me a favor, down in the comments, let us know what Linux operating system you first used and what hardware did you run it on. If you found this video helpful or informative, give it a like. And if you want to see more Raspberry Pi and Linux content, subscribe to the Review Suite. I'm Jason, and I will see you in the next video.